we've got two really, really neat guests tonight. Ryan Blankenship and Don Johnson are here with us. They're both recent graduates of the program. They both earned their Associate of Applied Science degree in precision machining. So I think we've got these guys on the screen now. I'm going to peek over here. Oh, yep, there they are. I see you. Hi, guys. Ryan and Don, thanks for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
Really glad you're here. All right, so guys, we'll start with you, Don. Why don't you tell us what you're up to?
Well, I'm a CNC machinist at Columbus McKinnon. I started there back in January, and after just a few weeks of training, kind of got cut loose on my own. And I mean, it's a really enjoyable job. It's better than most people think factories are around here.
Fantastic. Ryan, what are you doing now?
I am in the tool and die room at Strongwell down in Bristol, and I do CNC machining, manual machining, welding, really whatever job they have for me that day.
Wow. So Ryan, real quick, your day varies. I mean, it sounds like you're not doing the same thing all the time. It sounds like you're doing whatever they need you to do.
Absolutely.
How fun. So Ryan, you also participated in one of those paid internships we were talking about earlier while you were still a student here at Virginia Highlands. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience and how it prepared you for the job you have now?
Yeah, sure. See, I started at general engineering. I think it was my second semester I started up there. It was awesome. I learned a whole lot of stuff that I couldn't have even imagined. And then I moved on to Strongwell, and they eventually gave me a full-time job after I interned with them for a couple of months.
So your paid internship led to a full-time job. That's incredible. Yes. Fantastic. Now, Don, I want to go to you here. You're not as traditional a student. I don't want to put you in a box here, but you came back to college a little bit later in life. Tell me about your path back to Virginia Highlands.
Well, I was working in a factory in Abingdon, and when I came back to Virginia Highlands, it only offered day shifts, so I wound up going to night shift where I was working. And, you know, this program's doable with a family and stuff like that. The reason that I didn't do an internship is I couldn't leave a full-time job and still support my family. But I lucked out, and when everybody else was starting internships, I started at general engineering as a full-time machinist.
So you were able to finish the program while still keeping a full-time job?
Yes.
Oh, that's terrific. And you mentioned you have a family. How does the family feel about you being in a precision machining career?
Well, they like it because my wife actually signed up after my first year. She just finished her second semester, and I think they're doing something over the summer in the machining program.
Wait, so you went to the precision machining program. It worked out so well for you. Your wife signed up too. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Man, that's terrific. We'll have to connect with the rest of your family. We get a whole family full of you in there. That's great, Don. So we saw the lab, and Johnny King gave us a kind of a virtual tour of all the space. There's a ton of machines in there. You got to use those machines. Tell us a little bit about some of the projects that you did while you were a student here at Virginia Highlands.
Well, my first project that I kind of went off on my own was just a couple of weeks in. I convinced Johnny to let me make a fly reel, and I spent pretty much my whole first semester making every part to a functional fly reel. We started out with just pictures that I had found that was something like I wanted to have. And from that, we reverse engineered it and came up with drawings to work off of to make the fly reel.
Wow. We're going to have to talk about this off camera. Maybe you can help me with my casting on my fly reel. Ryan, what kind of projects did you do?
Well, I have a couple to show you, actually. The first one is, I don't know if you can see it. I made a nut and a bolt, and they actually thread together. I made those on a lathe. And then I have this Chevy logo. I took it off of Google Images, and I plugged it into our 3D modeling software, and the computer came up with the toolpath, and I stuck it in one of our CNC mills, and it milled out the Chevrolet logo there.
Wow.
And then my prized possession here we made these desktop cannons, made every single part on this cannon. Lathe, mill, you use it all to make this one. That one was fun.
Incredible. Now, Ryan, it looks like you've gotten several different types of materials there, so you had to account for all the different, the metallurgy and all that other stuff too. Is that stuff you learned there in the program?
It sure is.
Wow. Incredible. Guys, well done. I'm blown away that you learned enough to make those kinds of projects to begin with, both with the computer system and hand tools. Just amazing. So what would you say to a potential student, maybe a neighbor or a friend who said, hey, Don or Ryan, we'll start with you, Ryan. Ryan, what would you say to somebody who's considering a career in precision machining? What would you tell them about the program at Virginia Highlands?
Well, the first thing I'll tell you, Johnny Keene will stick his neck out for you. He'll do anything to help you. Don't do what I did and wait too late. I didn't know what machining was. I had just taken welding the first semester. I had no idea. I knew it dealt with metal, so I figured, that'd be a good start from welding. It'd be a good add-on, and it kind of took over from there. I mean, machining is a vast world, and you can blow people away with the things that you can make.
Don, what would you tell somebody who might be interested in the program?
Get in touch with Johnny and get signed up as quick as you can. This is a great field to get into because everybody thinks, and I was wrong about it when I first started. I hated CNC because I thought, well, I don't want to be the guy that's just doing the same thing all day, every day. And now I'm in CNC and I don't do the same thing from hour to hour. There's always something different going on with the machines. I run 2 machines at Columbus McKinnon. We all do. So there's always something a little bit different going on in every day. And don't let the math scare you. Me and Tracy were talking about it. There is a lot of math, but to get started, if you can add and subtract and do a little bit of simple multiplication, you can get started, and Johnny will be glad to teach you the rest.
Well, guys, I tell you, I couldn't be more proud of having you as Virginia Highlands Community College alumni. You're just amazing. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations on your success. And thanks for being with us tonight. How fun to get to have this kind of interaction with you. Ryan, Don, thank you. And keep representing Virginia Highlands. I know you're really proud of your association with us, and we are of you. So thanks for spending time with me this evening.